In. Welcome back to my channel, Mompreneur Profits. Most likely this video will be inside my private school community as well. Welcome in. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video, share this video with someone. Most likely it can help the next person. So we're going to be talking about buyer psychology. So you don't have a product problem, you have a psychology problem. How to sell what you already have. Digital products, your network marketing, beauty, health and wellness, any type of offer. So I want you to think about something. You have got a product, you have got a service. Maybe you're in network marketing company, you're selling those digital products, beauty products, health and wellness, whatever it is. But the sales, they are not consistent. And I want to tell you today, it is not because what you have isn't good, it's because of how it's being presented. So, video won't be too long, maybe about a good 10 minutes or so. But we're going to hop right into it. I'm going to show you exactly why buyers say no and how to flip that into a yes. Or basically like saying, where's your link so I can sign up? Or where's your link so I can buy the product? So let's get into it right quick. So why people actually buy. Now, here's what Harvard Business School basically stated. What they found is that about 95% of purchase decisions happen subconsciously. They are basically driven by emotion, not logic. So when you post about your product and you just list the features and the price, you're only speaking to the logical brain. And the logical brain is not the one with the credit card out. So really what you have to do is you have to hit three things. Pain. What problem are they sitting in right now? Belief. Do they believe your thing will actually work for them? Will it actually solve their problem? And of course, urgency. Is there a real reason to act today? Now, when you present all three, sometimes when you're doing your content, you may hit one or two, you may hit all three, and it still feel like it's crickets. Keep going, no matter what. And once you keep doing it over and over again, that's when those sales will start happening. Because why people actually buy is what? Emotion, not logic. 95% of purchase is driven by emotion first. That's the emotional barrier. It's like, I gotta have this. I actually probably need this. Will this actually solve my problem? You may get 3 times higher the engagement when content basically names a specific pain point. You also may get 23% increase in purchase intent with emotional forward content. Now, let's talk about this as well too. So, how do you actually hit those 3 drivers? Pain. You name it specifically, not make more money. It's you want to make money, you want to do this. No. You're posting every single day and still not seeing constant sales. Not constant, but consistent sales. And that sometimes can feel like, okay, what am I doing wrong? What am I saying wrong? We already know about the pain point. We already know they're tired of their 9-to-5 job. They're feeling overwhelmed. What you can help them basically do, how you can help them do it. Yeah, that's what it is. Now, the belief is basically saying you got to show proof that it worked for someone exactly like them. Who has it worked for? Who has it helped? Sometimes it's not about just trying to get the sale, but what you actually learn in the course, what you learned in the guide, what you're learning on social media. So when you put that into context with your, basically your, when you put that into context with your content, you're basically letting people know like, okay, I can learn from this person because this is what they learn, or I can learn from this course because this is what they learn, right? So at the end of the day, you're giving them some type of hope, like, you know what? This can work. This is probably what I pretty much need, right? Yeah. So urgency, you give a real reason to act now. Not all that fake scarcity mess, like a real actual deadline, a real bonus, a real enrollment window. When your content leads with pain, it bridges to transformation and closes with urgency. So that's when the formula starts to click. Now, the three purchase drivers, as you can see here, every buyer has a pain, belief, and urgency. Pain slash desire plus belief plus urgency equals sale. Pain, I need this right now. They are in a problem and they know it. You want to name it specifically and they will stop scrolling, right? You want to name exactly what problem is a person having right now. Like, what are they having issues with? Most entrepreneurs are having issues with 9 times out of 10 trying to get leads. 9 times out of 10 trying to get sales. 9 times out of 10 basically just trying to either get engagement. So there is an issue there, and that problem can be solved. Belief, this will work for me. They have to believe your solution works for someone in their exact situation. Social proof seals this. It really does. Urgency, I need to act today, right? Without a real reason to move now, they scroll past and forget. That's why you got to be real with whatever you say, and you got to have integrity behind exactly what you're saying, especially when you're in this entrepreneur space. Because when you start saying, I want to make money online, and you start making money online, whether you're trying to do brand deals, whether you are selling digital products, whether you are creating something and selling it, you are in that entrepreneur space. So you have to do everything with integrity. Now, so let's talk about the three buyers. Right now, 3 types of people are watching your content. The first is an impulse buyer. Basically, like she or he is already half convinced. She just needs to know that this closes tonight or only 3 spots left. And she needs to move fast, right? So let's talk about the second. The second is your skeptical buyer. She's been burned before. She needs to see proof, screenshots before and afters, real numbers from people who look like her. And the third one is, this is your biggest audience, right? Is the relationship buyer. This may be your biggest audience, the relationship buyer. She buys from people she trusts. She's been watching you. She's been seeing everything you've been doing. And it's like, okay, you know what? Time to see what's going on. Now, one thing is this. The mistake most people make is writing content. No, I get tongue twisted. The most important thing is that what tends to happen is this type of mistake. Is that most people is writing content that only speaks to one of 3. You want to actually try to speak to all 3, but there's also 5 different types of buyers, but we're talking about 3 right now. When you learn to speak to all 3, that's where really a lot of things tend to happen, because you're going to probably get a lot of people that's probably going to ask you for information. That's leads. So let's put this more into context. When you speak to all 3 of those different types of buyers, right? You even got a logical buyer. So when you speak to all 3 in whatever product or whatever that you're basically selling, even if you in a network marketing opportunity is dealing with financial services or is dealing with health and wellness, you actually want to have a freebie behind that. Either you can get a beacon storefront or a stand storefront, because whatever that you are promoting, people got to think about, just because you're in network marketing, You need to actually have a digital product behind whatever that you're selling. Health and wellness, like if you're in a health and wellness network marketing opportunity, have a health and wellness lead magnet. Because if somebody asks you for information, you got information included into that freebie. And what tends to happen is 9 times out of 10, they're going to grab your freebie, they're going to be in your email list, and you can always follow up with them. Excuse me. Think about it like that. Whatever opportunity that you're doing, you must have some type of lead magnet, some type of freebie. So that way, those individuals can be in your email list, and you can always follow up with doing email broadcasts and email automation as well. So that way, of course, they're always at the forefront. Well, they are pretty much at the forefront. Like you are at the forefront of their mind is what I'm trying to say. So the impulse buyer is ready to go now. It's like you're giving her some type of urgency. This closes tonight. She moves fast. Don't make her wait. The skeptical buyer is, of course, like I said, she's been burned before. She needs receipts. The relationship buyer is she buys from people she trusts. She's been watching you. You are authentic. You got that big sister energy. And guess what? She's ready to purchase. Now, let's talk about this. So, what does this look like in 2026? Because what worked in 2020 is not what works now. People are moving fast. They are skeptical at every turn in sight. They have 100 and a million options. So every single post, every video, every story needs to do 5 things in order. Stop the scroll with the hook that names their pain. Name the problem they are sitting in right now. Show them the path forward. Your product is the bridge. Give them proof that it works. And one clear next step. Not all 3 links. Not all, you got to do this and you got to do that. Not DM me or check my bio or comment below. One thing. And I have done that before. I've either said comment below or send me a DM. So basically you're confusing them in so many ways, which I don't know, but that's what it is. You want to just have one clear call to action. That's either going to be DM me the word X, Y, and Z, comment below X, Y, and Z, or text X, Y, and Z, or yeah, those right there. It's got to be one clear call to action, because it's the hook, the problem, solution, proof, and one clear call to action. So at the end of the day, social media has changed. Listing features and a price won't stop the scroll anymore. Every post needs to do all 5 things in order. The hook, stop the scroll in the first 1 or 2 seconds. Name their pain. Problem, solution, proof. Show the gap, bridge it with your offer, close with social proof. Then, of course, one clear call to action. Not 3 links, not this, not that. One action. Like comment blueprint, I will send it to you now. Confusion kills the sale. When people are confused, they just gonna be confused, and it's like, okay, what do I do? It's almost like, It's almost like, what? Yeah. At the end of the day, that's exactly what it's like. So, now you know the foundation of buyer psychology. You know the 3 purchase drivers. You know the 3 buyers in your audience. And you know the 2026 formula. And here's what I want you to understand. What I just gave you is the what. What we haven't talked about yet is the how at a deeper level. How do you handle the commodity problem? When someone says, I can get this cheaper someone else, how do you position yourself so you're not competing on price? How do you build a webinar like this that actually sells? Or how do you build a webinar in general? Guess what? That's what the closing code teaches. It's a video-based sales psychology course. And guess what? The best part, you can earn 70% commission as an affiliate when you share it. All you got to do is comment code to get access. Remember, you just learned the what, now get the how. The closing code goes deeper. It's a video-based sales psychology, the commodity problem, positioning yourself apart, and how to build income generating webinars or presentations like this one. You can call it a presentation, recording, webinar, whatever you want to call it, but that's what the closing code basically teaches and breaks down. At the end of the day, when you are on social media and people are saying, well, my digital products are not moving, I'm not making any money in network marketing, it's about what is the product actually doing for you? What has this product actually done for you? What has it made you realize and actually think about as well? Buyer psychology at a deeper level, why they hesitate and actually how to handle it. Commodity problem, how to stop competing on price and position yourself as the only choice. Commodity problem is, of course, we all sell the same thing, but we need to set ourselves apart. We can't compete with somebody else. And that's the problem on social media, is that we tend to compete with somebody else. Webinar creation. How I'm saying that, webinar creation. Like build live selling events, exactly something like this that may actually convert. And then you earn 70% affiliate commission. It's a course and it's a business model. So you earn while you learn and share. When you are buying any type of course, any type of guide, or whatever it may be, you must consume the information with intention, not just sit on it. Not sit on it, because that's not something you want to do. The information is here for you to learn and utilize. We all learn at our own pace and our own way. One post, one call to action, one conversation. That's how cash flow begins. You already got what it takes. You just needed the psychology behind it. Now go use it. Like I said, if you want to go deeper, you know what to do. Comment code below. Leaders create buyers. Entertainers create audiences. That's just as simple. Remember this, you don't need more content, even though we produce content all the time. You just need better content. And when I say better content, better in what you're actually saying within your content. A clear purpose and a real psychology behind it. You already got what it takes. You just needed the strategy. And you just need to understand the buyer psychology. Just simply take what you learned today and go post one thing using the formula. And like I said, if you want to go deeper, you know what to do. Comment code below. I can actually send you over the sneak peek, the sneak peek to it. I absolutely love the community. I stand behind it 100%. Because it teaches you something and you're like, wait a minute. Is that the reason we sit there and buy so much? Or is that the reason we feel as if we need that? Whoa. And that's it. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Most likely, if you're inside of my private community, you will also see this video as well too. And I hope to see you in another one. Have a blessed and awesome day.